Is for educational and personal alternatives. Statements have not been established by the Food and Drug Administration. They are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Welcome back to the second hour of the Forever Young radio show with host Carrie Nosler, health journalist and fitness enthusiast, who is joined by health educator and executive producer Kelly Capasola.
But whatever road you choose, I'm right behind you, win or lose, forever young.
And now, Forever Young.
Hello, everyone. So glad you could join us today on the Forever Young radio show. If by chance you've just stumbled across our show on the dial today, our mission on Forever Young has been the same for well over a decade, actually going on about 16 years now, and that's to inform and educate every listener on healthier lifestyle options and good quality science-based information.
Learning more about the show is something that we would like you to do, and it is very easy to do. Just go to the website. That's foreveryoungradio.com, foreveryoungradio.com. Listen to our past shows, lots of shows with great people who offer very, very concise and appreciated information, as Kelly said, from the scientific articles and the kinds of things that validate what we're talking about. Read the articles, too. There you'll get basic information. You'll get science-based information about different topics that can really make a difference in your life. And then visit the weekly highlight page. There you get the play-by-play of everything that we'll be discussing today. And while you're there, you can look at the icon and you can like us on Facebook, as many others have done, because, well, we're all part of that Facebook family now.
Yeah, and that's our job, is to give you as many resources in an easy format that we possibly can, so you can take what you need and apply it in your life how you see fit. Now, today we have a great show planned. We're going to be discussing how a lack of hormones can prevent people from being happy and healthy each day to day, and how DHEA, the base for hormones in the body, can allow us to maintain healthy hormone levels so we can look, feel our best, and be able to have the energy that we need to be able to sustain our daily lives and what we do in life with our family, our church, our jobs, and all those wonderful things in life. So we're going to be discussing, again, DHEA. Again, feel free to go to foreveryoungradio.com, click on that weekly highlight page, and you can get the play-by-play. I'm Kelly Capasola, and I'm being joined by Carrie Nosler. Hey, Carrie.
Looking forward to our show today. I'm very interested in the whole hormone issue, so I'm sure I'll be learning something.
Yeah, I think we're all going to learn a little something today.
We're going to be talking about, well, things that make us who we are, and that's hormones. And yes, indeed, it is 2016. A lot of people are making those kinds of New Year's resolutions, and we want to be impressed with the opportunity to maybe move ahead in life. And hormones, major part when it comes to a healthy and happy life. But how we can maintain health and happiness is largely dependent on, again, the hormone structure, the hormone balance in our body. And today we're talking about what's called the mother of all hormones, and that's DHEA. What it does, why it can be used for people, especially those over 35, in order to help us keep us healthier and feeling at our best. And to do that today, we're talking with Hugh Woodward. He's the president of Health to Go, and they happen to be the makers of a very unique product, Twist 25. Hugh has a Master of Science in Healthcare Services Administration from Trinity University, and he also has a business management degree from the University of Texas at Austin. In 2007, you started Health to Go to research and develop leading-edge science-based anti-aging and wellness products and bring them to people conveniently. And, well, we're going to be talking about one of those today. And Hugh, on behalf of Kelly and myself, good to talk to you again, and welcome to 2016 as far as our interviews are concerned.
Well, thanks, Carrie. Yeah, thanks for inviting me. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be here with y'all.
Oh, it's great to have you, Hugh, and you always come on and you educate our listeners all about DHEA, and today will be no different. So let's start our discussion today, if you don't mind, giving the listeners a little bit of a background on what DHEA is and what it's responsible for in the body.
Well, DHEA is short for dehydroepiandrosterone. Long word, but it's a naturally occurring prohormone. a base building block for hormones like testosterone, estrogen, estriol, estradiol, estrone. Some 50 different hormones use DHEA as a base or precursor, and that's why they call it the mother hormone. As Carrie was saying, hormones drive so much of our health, our energy, how we feel each day, our mood, our muscle tone, fat buildup, the quality of our sleep, mental clarity, mental sharpness, focus, if you want. Some people call it that, sex drive. All those things are driven by our hormones. Human beings produce DHEA naturally. It's something we all make, men and women alike. We produce it from birth and we make more and more of it as we go through puberty and get to be about age 20 to 25 is when we're making the most of it.
Unfortunately, as we age, things do change in our body. Everybody can see that. And apparently, hormones are also one of those things that change. And as you mentioned, the DHEA is peaking, but I suspect that by the time you're 60 or 70, you've got just a fraction of the amount that you were producing at that peak 25-year-old period.
Exactly, Carrie. After those peak or prime years of our reproductive prime, men and women make less and less of it each year at a rate of about 2% per year. So if you figure by age 35, 2% each year, 10 years later, we're making 20% less than we did when we were at our prime or at our best. And by age 50, we're making half as much as we did.
And I couldn't imagine that's a good thing. I mean, we look at things in our life and we see it physically as we change and as we age. Yes, it's part of the process. It's inevitable. We are all going to age, but how are we going to do it and how are we going to feel? Now, I would imagine that with this DHEA decrease, Hugh, men and women alike can really start to experience some challenges, and maybe some of them are not so good. Am I onto something here, or what can you share about that, Hugh?
I like how you phrase it as challenges. That's a good way to put it. It's not this dramatic crisis where all of a sudden you're in the emergency room, but it's lots of little things that we notice. Little declines, small changes in how we feel and function and look too. Men and women notice these little subtle changes or challenges, as you say, after about, like we were talking about age 35. By 40, 45, we're really starting to feel it. But we don't want to let that happen. When you've already begun to start to not sleep as well at night, or toss and turn, during the night, and you're not sleeping soundly. You wake up, you're feeling groggy. You don't have the energy you used to have. You feel kind of washed out. You get home from work and you feel like a train hit you. It's not like you don't want to. You really feel like doing much, but laying there watching TV or sitting on the couch, right? But that's bad news because so many other things are affected by that. So as part of the health ensemble, the symphony, the harmony in our bodies, we become more susceptible to infections. We get sick more often. You get the colds, the flu, easier than you did when you were a young, spry, teenager, 20-year-old, 25-year-old. Things start to decline. Women call it a loss of a sense of well-being or a loss of a sense of focus. I've heard that a lot. Men just sort of start to feel it physically because they go to the gym and they just feel like they're getting anywhere. It's not like when you were in high school, and you went to the gym and you got all bowed up. Now, you're 35, 40, 45 years old. You go to the gym, you get a workout in, and the only thing you get is tired. And you feel you put on weight more easily around the midsection, and so you put on weight easier. Your muscle tone's not what it used to be. Sex drive's not as what it used to be. All of those things together are these signs that your body's giving you that there's something not quite right here. Your decline you don't have that zest anymore, but it does not have to be that way.
No, and I agree, Hugh, and I agree. But there's no doubt as well, and you said it well, an ensemble of conditions. I like that. There's no doubt that a good lifestyle will help ease the transition as we move from one decade to the other. But it is inevitable, again, that hormone levels will drop over time. So, again, we all don't age at the same rate. We all don't experience the same decline level, but we do have that physiological reality as far as our endocrine system is concerned and hormone production. So how can we maintain or restore our proper DHEA levels? Give us an idea of how the body actually uses it and what might be the best way to administer it.
That's a super important question because DHEA is nothing new. I mean, it's been sold as a supplement in pill form for years. And people didn't understand why it didn't have all the great health benefits that science seemed to suggest that it would. The key is how you use DHEA. And that's what's new, and that's really what I want to emphasize to our listeners is that DHEA needs to be used the right way, correctly, to work. The skin, or the dermis, is the largest organ of the body, and it's where a lot of DHEA is actually made and processed and used in the body naturally. And so it's what the body makes, where the body makes it and uses it. And so Twist 25 cream provides DHEA in a specially made bioidentical DHEA cream, and it puts what the body uses and makes naturally, where it can absorb it and use it. And so when you use it as a properly made cream, Twist 25, all of a sudden people start to feel these benefits, right? One full squirt of Twist 25 cream contains 25 milligrams of DHEA. I mean, it's applied on thin, hairless skin, and you rub it in, not in a pill. You don't take this, DHEA tablet, which has been sold like that for 20 years, but you use it as this skin cream that's absorbed and processed in the skin. And that way, the DHEA doesn't get eliminated by what's called the first pass effect of the liver. And so your body actually absorbs it. It's what the body uses, where the body uses it.
Listeners, we have to run out to a break. We'll be right back, but we want you to go to our website, foreveryoungradio.com. Again, foreveryoungradio.com. Click on that weekly highlight page. Start reading more about Twist 25. Learn more about Hugh Woodward. And stay tuned. In the next segment, we're going to give you a very special discount so you can try Twist 25 if you haven't in the past, or even if you're a regular user, you can stock up. I'm Kelly Capasola. He's Carrie Nosler, and we'll be right back after the break.
And in my heart, you'll always stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May good fortune be with you. May your guiding light be strong.
Have you noticed past the age of 30 your energy level, mood, skin, and body has changed, and maybe not for the better? It may have to do with DHEA levels. DHEA is an important building block for more than 50 different hormones, and the body naturally produces DHEA. We make the most DHEA in our prime, between the ages of 18 and 25. DHEA levels decline each year in men and women after about age 30. Research has established that maintaining healthy DHEA levels may help us feel more energetic, help reduce belly fat, and help us to get a better night's sleep. Often youthful levels of DHEA are tied to good health, while declining levels can contribute to an assortment of common health problems. Twist 25 is a high-quality DHEA supplement cream that absorbs easily into the skin, leaving no odor or oily residue. To learn more, visit www.twist25.com or call toll-free 888-489-4782. Look your best, feel your best with Twist 25. 888-489-4782.
I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive.
Welcome back to Forever Young, my friends. Carrie Nosler here, Kelly Caposola. We are the Forever Young team, and we're joined today by Hugh Woodward, and we're talking about a unique way to get the body to absorb DHEA, the mother hormone, as Hugh Woodward mentioned. And we're talking again about a transdermal application. And Hugh, I thought I'd pick up on that. I mean, obviously, you can get some DHEA when you take it orally, but what you're saying is the most effective way to make sure that the body gets it without having to go through that first pass process that you mentioned with the liver is to apply it to the skin. And I know that, at one time it was thought that maybe things wouldn't be absorbed when they were rubbed on the skin, but that certainly has changed, and hormones seem to be one of the, well, if not the most effective way to get hormones into the body.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's got to be done with a properly made cream. And ours is made for that. It is made to do that. And so it is not, I think it's really important that you realize that free DHEA is what you can get from the cream, whereas otherwise you're getting DHEA sulfate when you take it as a pill and absorb it through the gut.
What exactly do you do to make it as bioavailable as it is with Twist 25?
Well, it's a highly absorbable cream, and it's made with a coconut oil base, and coconut oil is also very good for you. The cream also contains vitamin E and coenzyme Q10, all super good for you, but the cream is just a very absorbable, processable cream that you apply on thin, hairless skin. It takes about 10 seconds. And it's just gently absorbed in the skin, and that's something, it's what the body makes naturally, provided in a way that the body uses it naturally.
And again, this is for men and women. We need to make that clear because it's affecting both men and women. It's going to happen. It's not just, your DHEA levels are going to decrease because you're a man or you're a woman. This is basically happening to each of us no matter what during that aging process. So I want to make that clear. But I also want to point out about the Twist 25 cream, and this is a question I've gotten a couple of times by men in my life who say, oh, yeah, I know I need the levels, but does it smell? How does it smell? Does it smell flowery? I want to point out that there's no scent. Nobody will. It smells very clean. It doesn't have a flowery aroma.
We've made it so that it does not have any odor, and no soy, no parabens, no lecithin, no cyclodextrins, obviously gluten-free. It's a very simple, basic cream, again, made with coconut oil, but it doesn't leave any kind of an oily residue. What we'd suggest is that people squirt it on their inner arm, like between their wrist and their elbow, and then rub your arm on your side or your abdomen there in kind of a circular motion. Do that for it takes about 10 seconds until it all just disappears and is gone. And you want to do that once in the morning and once in the evening. After you get out of the shower is a real good idea when your skin is clean and your blood flow is good. I put it right next to my toothbrush and toothpaste. That way I don't forget. Yeah, and you just do it once in the morning, once in the evening, like right when you brush your teeth. Good way to remember to do it. Yeah. And work that into your routine. You need to do it every day. You've got to do it every day for at least a few weeks to give it a chance to really start to have the good effects that it has. You'll feel it. I mean, you notice it. It's really remarkable.
So that's a good thing that you mentioned, though, that you have to use it, obviously for a couple of weeks, because the body it's not like you're all of a sudden getting a huge bolus of DHEA just thrust into the system. It's gradually building up in time, as you said, as you keep applying it, so you'd have a more natural response to the whole process.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a good thing that you're doing, on a regular basis, morning and evening, every day, and that's what makes the difference over time.
I've taken Twist 25 for, going on 3 years now. And when I was first researching DHEA and came across Twist 25, I liked that it was in a cream form, but I had some needs. I was getting at a point where I had some issues with some midsection, fat accumulating and not wanting to go away. And I also had very low energy levels. So that's one of the things I would like to speak about, because I think a lot of our listeners out there understand about hormones, but maybe if they're feeling a certain way boy, they're not putting two and two together. And energy levels seem to be one of the chief complaints of a lot of people who listen to this program. So let's talk about the effect of DHEA on energy levels, whether that be the good, the bad, or the ugly, Hugh.
I like it. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Energy is one of those things that it's lots of little things we do over time that make a difference. And I want people to think about just how those declines we were talking about earlier, where you get home from work and you feel completely wiped out and blah. Just think if you had a little bit more energy or drive, focus, and so you'd feel like going to the gym. You'd feel like getting a little exercise, which we all know we need to do, right? I mean, we all know we need to eat right, drink plenty of water, get plenty of sleep. Well, what happens is it's a kind of a cycle that builds on itself. And so if you've got a little more energy and you go and you exercise a little bit, you're going to have more energy to do that, but then your muscles recover afterward better because you've got better DHEA levels. You start to feel like you're building some lean, toned muscle. And, for middle-aged people, you go, wow, I'm getting somewhere. I'm working out, and it's actually doing me some good. Hey, this is pretty cool. And then so you get some sleep at night, deeper sleep, because when you've exercised, we all know you sleep more soundly at night, right? Yeah. Then the next morning, hey, lo and behold, you wake up feeling more energized, and so you get more exercise during the day again. You're more productive at work. Things start to go your way. It's kind of this snowball that builds on itself. And then so you get home, you exercise again, and hey, pretty soon you're on what people would call a health kick, right? And a lot of men, it's really funny because men will start using Twist 25 cream, and about a month or two after they start using it, I'll ask them, well, so how you feeling? And they go, well, it's kind of interesting. I started on this health kick about, 3 weeks or a month after I started using it. And so I don't really know if the cream's doing any good for me, but I'm just feeling great. And I've got more muscle tone. I've been going to the gym and I'm eating right. And it's like, I wonder, that's an interesting coincidence, isn't it? That started to happen about 3 or 4 weeks after you start using Twist 25. And then they scratch their head and they go, oh, yeah. Well, men like to sort of say, hey, this was all me. It's all about me, whereas, women really notice it because they start to have that focus back. What I hear a lot from women is all of a sudden they're getting their energy back, so they're in a better mood. They feel shapelier and fitter. The skin seems softer. The hair and nails are growing well, and feel full and thick. And so they're feeling really good about themselves. And same deal when you're in a good mood, you have the energy, you feel rested, more energy, hey, all of a sudden sex drive seems to come back, right? It's this combination of all these things that make a woman feel complete and ready and happy, right? Yeah. It's the same thing that drives us in our sexual prime. But it's all combined, and it's lots of little things that make the big differences.
In restoring proper levels in a natural way, not putting anything synthetic in the body, and we'll talk about that when we come back. It's bioidentical, and that's where I felt really safe taking, some type of a hormonal balancing thing like DHEA and Twist 25, because I was able to look at the ingredients, I was able to understand it. Boy, the amount of research that had been done on it. Hugh, before we go to break, I just want to remind our listeners, I told them in the last segment that we were going to partner up and offer them a great discount. So today, when you get a hold of Twist 25 and you place your order by phone, or if you go online to do that, you can do it at twist25.com. That's twist25.com, or you can call 888-489-4782. That's 888-489-4782. And at checkout or when calling, mention the code word FOREVER. That's FOREVER, all lowercase, in the coupon field, or just mention that code, and you'll get 15% off Twist 25 DHEA cream today. Again, that's 15% off, and that's in addition to quantity discounts already offered on the website. Sometimes it's $15 when you buy a 3-pack. There's discounts on 6-packs and also 12-packs. But a great place to start, we encourage you to do the 3-pack so you can be on it for a minimum of 3 months, 90 days. days. Give your body the time it needs to be able to get that level maintained and get it to a proper number that works for you in the body. Again, that's twist25.com or call 888-489-4782 and use that code forever, all lowercase. We've also made it very easy for you and put this great information on our weekly highlight page at foreveryoungradio.com. Again, foreveryoungradio.com. I'm Kelly Capasola. He's Carrie Nosler, and we'll be right back with our special guest, Hugh Woodward, to discuss more about DHEA, the mother of all hormones. We'll be right back.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light people.
Did you know by age 35, most people start to notice the effects of declining hormone levels? Symptoms include lack of energy, less focus, decreased sex drive, weight gain, and poor quality sleep. DHEA is a base building block for hormones that keeps us feeling healthy and alive. DHEA helps men and women 35 and up to maintain youthful vigor, enhance mood and focus, and sleep better at night. Twist 25 DHEA cream puts exactly what the body makes naturally, bioidentical DHEA, on the skin where DHEA occurs naturally and can be processed. And when you feel your best, you look your best. It's the little things we do each day that make the big things happen. Visit twist25.com to learn more and order online, or call 888-489-4782. That's 888-489-4782. Look your best, feel your best with Twist 25 DHEA cream. That's twist25.com.
I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive.
Welcome back to Forever Young. Carrie Nosler here, along with Kelly Capasola. We're talking with Hugh Woodward today, president of Health to Go, about a unique product, Twist 25, to deliver the mother of all hormones, DHEA. We've been talking about all the different things that can be attributed to falling hormone levels, and conversely, what you can hopefully expect when those levels are restored, as in the use of using the Twist 25. So, Hugh, I would suspect now, if we know that our DHEA levels are going to fall, I mean, that's just part of the physiology of aging, that probably if we're taking a proactive approach, it'd be better to start this supplementation earlier rather than later, I would suspect.
Carrie, that's so important. I'm really glad you mentioned that. It is one of those things where you don't want to wait until it's broken to fix it. DHEA delivered to the body in a very natural cream that you're applying daily on your skin should start at about age 35. Before you're just feeling like terrible, you want to stave that off. You want to stay healthy. It's been shown now by medical science that if people would maintain better hormone levels, so many different aspects of their health would stay good, maintained, rather than wait till it crashes and then try to regain it, because you can't really regain things once they go. It's a lot better to start early, start with this very general broad-based DHEA, which is something that the body makes naturally, the mother of all hormones, and let your body do what it needs to do. We always say use Twist 25 cream. Make your own hormones.
For somebody who's maybe just tuning in and didn't catch some of the interview, is that Twist 25 DHEA cream is available over the counter without a prescription. A lot of times now when you're hearing things about hormones, sometimes they're written scripts, or you have to, go to the doctor to get that prescribed. But Twist 25 is not like that. It's been researched, developed, tested, and perfected for over 20 years. And in fact, it was invented by a board-certified medical doctor that specializes in bioidentical hormones, Dr. John Woodward, who we have had on the show, and he's a really great guy. But tell us more about Twist 25. What is in it? Why is it available over the counter? And is it safe for people to be using?
It is made with very simple natural ingredients. It is something that you absorb in the skin, and it's very safe. You can't overdose on it. It doesn't have any dangerous or harmful side effects that are going to hurt you in some way. I mean, all these things you hear on TV with these drugs where oh yeah, and on Tuesday your left arm's going to fall off. It's like, I don't think I want to deal with that. Yeah, a lot of these scary drug commercials on TV this is not that way. This is something, it's what your body makes. You're providing it where your body uses it naturally. And so it's very safe. And if you were to use too much of it, you simply eliminate it. You pee it out. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to do anything bad. It's so important if you maintain it, you start sleeping soundly at night, you get deep, restful sleep, then you have more energy, better mood, you're sharper, more productive every day. You're starting to feel leaner, fitter, softer skin. But on top of all that, those are the external things that we notice on the outside. And obviously those are all great, right? But what's also going on is you're helping your cardiovascular health, helping your bone strength, the ones on the inside, the cardiovascular health, the reduced risks of cancer, of getting sick. Those are big deals. You're also helping your body to stay slimmer because your insulin sensitivity is enhanced by DHEA.
And that is the key. If you start to correct imbalances internally, they are going to eventually show up outside as far as the energy and the better skin and all the kinds of things that you're mentioning. But it does seem apparently now, if we look at some studies, they've suggested that DHEA may reduce the risk of certain types of cancer. Do you have any evidence to support that, Hugh?
It was thought for a long time that, if I took DHEA, that might increase my risk of, cancers. What they found is actually the reverse. And the reason that they believe that's so is that DHEA increases both the number of and the activity of what are called natural killer cells, NK cells. Probably seen the science shows where you have these little look like Pac-Man and they eat the bad guys, right? Anything foreign in the body is destroyed by these natural killer cells. So when you come into contact with a cold virus or bacteria, those natural killer cells are what destroy those. They also destroy mutant cells like cancer cells. And so you want more of those around in the body to help keep things clean and, kill the bad guys, if you will.
Listen, we encourage everybody on this show. Carrie and I are advocates. Exercise, eat balanced meals, lean protein, lots of veggies. That's what we eat. Even Carrie's resistant starch. Drink clean water, like you said. But Hugh, sometimes that hormonal imbalance can overtake us, and it's not that we could go to certain foods. So going and finding something that's had science-based research done on it, we know that there's additional ingredients in there that's going to be helpful versus harmful is very, very important. So just want to remind the listeners, if you like what you're hearing, if some of these issues have been affecting you, the lack of energy, maybe mood swings, a little bit of more weight around the midsection, maybe some cardiovascular issues, please look to your hormones and do something about it. That's why today we've partnered with Twist 25 and Health to Go to be able to offer you a discount so you can give this a test drive and see if it can make a change in your life and help you like it's helped so many. Again, you go to twist25.com, the website. That's twist25.com, or you call 888-489-4782. That's 888-489-4782, and at checkout, all you have to do is mention Forever, all lowercase, in the coupon code field or when calling that 888-489-4782 number, and you're going to get 15% off Twist 25 DHEA cream today, immediately. And you also get that in addition to quantity discounts. So if you want to roll the dice and you want to try that 3-pack, which we highly encourage, not only will you get 15% off of that, but you're also going to receive $15 off of that. So that's a really great savings and a good place to start. All you have to do is call 888-489-4782 or visit twist25.com. Again, we've listed all this on our weekly highlight page at foreveryoungradio.com. Hugh, I want to go back that you were sharing some of the great things that's in the Twist 25 formulation, the DHEA cream. And we're talking here side benefits versus side effects. And that's one of the things we encourage on the show. Really research the product you're going to take and know the formulation that goes into that product and the added benefit. Tell us a little bit more about that.
It's pharmaceutical grade. You have to realize that Twist 25 cream is not just thrown together. My father, Dr. John Woodward, he developed really in the 80s. Most people back then didn't really even realize bioidentical hormone replacement is what's so important. And so it's providing the body and supplementing a very basic precursor. And my father developed the cream, like I said, and then we've refined it and perfected it over many, many years. And it's available to people over the counter without a prescription. Very safe, very well tolerated, but not just thrown together. It's pharmaceutical grade, and it is very special, and you feel it. I mean, when something really works and you know after a few weeks you use it and you go, oh, wow, okay, I get it. If you use it daily in the cream form, you'll notice all these different health advantages, and like Carrie said, that when you feel good from the inside out, it shows on the outside. People see people with a smile on their face, with soft skin, with full hair. I mean, you can feel it inside, and that makes you a happier, healthier, but it gives you a real advantage. And as we head into 2016, I encourage any of the listeners that haven't tried it yet to give it a go and get that perfect advantage. Make your own hormones. Let your body do with it what it needs to do and restore that balance, maintain that balance. If you're 35, go for it. If you're 45 and you're just now hearing about it, that's better late than never. 55, same deal. Just start using it and see what it does for you.
Thank you so much, Hugh. Listeners, we're out of time. Again, go and check out twist25.com. That's twist25.com, or give them a call today, even if you have additional questions. 888-489-4782. Again, that's 888-489-4782. 4782. Use that code, all lowercase forever, at time of checkout, and you're going to get 15% off your order today when you're ordering Twist 25 DHEA cream. And again, that's in addition to quantity discounts. I'm Kelly Capasola. He's Carrie Nosler. We're out of time for this week. Please go to foreveryoungradio.com and click on that weekly highlight page to learn what we've covered in the last 2 hours today and maybe what you missed. Go and check out that archive. We'll catch you next time here on Forever Young.
And in my heart